I think a big part of the book is the process of thinking back in the other direction. We tend to think of heaven as a earth on steroids kind of thing. This is good here, so it's going to be better in heaven. The trick is to think, okay, there's something of God here. What did he make in heaven that this is a dumbed down version of? So like if you take water on earth, water is the foundation of life. When astronomers look at other planets, if they want to find life, the first thing they look for is water, because you can't have life without water. So heaven has no seas. So immediately there's something is really different there. It does have a river of life. So then you got to think about, okay, heaven has a river of life but no seas. What's the sea? Well, it's the place where all the water drains downhill to. And heaven doesn't have anywhere that water drains down to. So, I wonder if water in heaven is controlled by gravity like it is on earth. Because it doesn't seem to pool like that. So then I start thinking about, okay, if you have a river that's made of life and not made of water, what would it do? And there's another interesting verse in Revelation where it says that the river flowed down the middle of the street. So try to picture that. You've got a street and a river flowing down the middle of it. We can picture there's a street on either side and a gulch with the river in it, but the river's flowing down the middle of the street. So I ended up with rivers that flow on top of the landscape that can move around, and they don't flow down to the lowest point. They flow out from their source, which is God. Our rivers flow down to the collection point, and that's the main, there's less water at the beginning and the most water at the end. In heaven, the river flows out from the throne, so there's the most water at the beginning, and then the tributaries branch out like a leaf. So you start with the comparisons that John makes in Revelation, and then you say, okay, there was a heavenly reality first, and then there was an earthly reality that came out of it. What is that? So like a sunrise is beautiful, but there's no water cycle in heaven, so there's not clouds. So when God was making sunrises, what was he patterning it after? And I think the throne of God is surrounded by a rainbow and by lightning and by power, and all those atmospheric effects are dumbed down copies of what it looks like around the throne of God, where the presence of God is so thick that, yeah.